How's it going, everyone? My name is JK Awesome and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we got something just a little bit more special. This is my final game of beta, and I knew that going into this match. I was really trying to soak in every moment that I could. This is on Realism. I only got to play a few matches of Realism, but I gotta say, I really like what I see of Realism so far. It is by far, like, it really skyrocketed itself to, like, one of my favorite game modes, like, right out of the gate. So if you don't really know what Realism does, as you can clearly see, there's not really any HUD at all, including the minimap. You don't know how much ammo you have left. You can't tell like how much is left in the clip or how much you have in general. Your tactical equipment, enemies and you take way more damage. I think any headshot of any kind is an instant kill, just like it would be in real life, hence the realism aspect of it. If you get a kill, like you don't see the hit markers, and you don't immediately get notified if you kill somebody unless you check the leaderboard. So if you're shooting at somebody and you think you killed them, you could kind of like quickly check the leaderboard, and if your kill count went up, and then you can pretty much confirm that, yeah, you did kill that person. But a lot of the times, if you're in a heated battle, multiple enemies in front of you, you just kind of gotta, like, especially if they're hiding on this map, which Azir Cave has a lot of hiding spots, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. It seems like when they're camping and hiding around corners and stuff, you just gotta really make an educated guess if you think you killed them or not, or just check your leaderboard. But again, in heated moments, it's kind of like not smart to like pull up your leaderboard in the middle of a fight. So I don't know. I really like Realism. I think, honestly, this is the game mode that I'm going to focus on the most. It seemed like, to me, my teammates acted way more reserved, which they should. I mean, this game mode really promotes that. You got to really, chill out a little bit. You can't run out there. You don't have a lot of information. But my teammates, for a casual match, not like a ranked match or any kind, they really acted a lot more reserved and a lot more smart in what they were doing. And I like seeing that. The match itself was rather close all the way through. You have to, again, check the leaderboard just to see what the score of the match even is. At one point in this match, we did get kind of spawn trapped, and if I'm not rambling too much, maybe I'll point it out to you guys when it happens. It was actually the only real issue I saw throughout my entire beta play, which I'm playing on PC, and the biggest part about this beta that really sold it for me. Like, when I saw the initial gameplay footage of Modern Warfare when they were first announcing it and stuff, I got really excited. But, I've been lit down way too many times, especially in recent times in gaming. I mean, it just seems like we get lit down every other month from some game or some big company. And I gotta say, it completely has lived up to the hype so far. It really takes me back to the MW2 days, which is where I come from. I really love that. I made a lot of content back in the day when I was little on MW2. A ton of great memories, and this whole experience in beta has been fantastic. And the biggest selling point to me, and I couldn't believe my ears and my eyes when I saw this, crossplay. You gotta be kidding me. So the biggest issue with buying PC games, especially like Call of Duty in particular, you're like, the PC community is never really that big on Call of Duty. And if it doesn't end up being a great COD, like a lot of the last recent ones have been, the community drops quick. The PC gamers don't play around, man. If they don't like a game, they're gone like the next week. And I've like World War II. I kept World War II. I was really excited for. But I kept my reservations on it. I didn't reserve the game, but I kept my reservations on buying the game, and saw the reviews, and I saw the community for the PC version of the game just die so quick on World War II, and it was really depressing to see. Like within like a couple months, only 2,000 people were playing the game, like at peak. In any given day. So crossplay is massive. I can play with Xbox and PlayStation 4, so even if the PC community just completely falls off the face of the planet, it doesn't even matter, because I'll still have the PlayStation and Xbox players to play with, which was the literal selling point for me on this game, because I did pre-order it, which is, if you told me that I would be pre-ordering any COD ever again, I wouldn't have believed you, and this has done the impossible. I pre-ordered this. I played beta like on the pre-order day that you were allowed to, on the 19th, I believe. I didn't get to play it much near the end. As far as Realism goes, I only got to play a couple matches of it, but I really like what I see of it. It's fantastic. I mean, you're so immersed having no minimap, having no HUD, having to think about your ammo, having to think about every little thing you're doing, really listening to audio cues, really watching out for where your teammates are and stuff, really put me into the match. Like, I am just so like immersed when I'm playing. I forget about everything when I'm doing realism. Absolutely fantastic. The beta itself ran so well. I don't think I experienced a single moment of any remote amount of lag whatsoever the entire time I played beta. And I think I put like 18 to 20 hours into beta itself. Literally nothing. I saw no lag whatsoever. The only glitches I saw were literally just some door problems. Like when sometimes when you open a door, it would just instantaneously be open and then kind of glitch back into being closed again for no reason. Like it would just really be whacked out sometimes, and I don't know if that was a form of lag, but sometimes it would cause me to have to open the door multiple times just to get it to open up. But that honestly only happened like a couple times, and that was it. That's my only complaint. And if you look at online, like just the overall reception of the beta and the game itself, I don't really see a lot of complaints, like anything like just straight up like this is terrible. All the complaints I see are like good, honest, constructive criticism. People are like, "Yo, I really like Modern Warfare. It has so much potential, and the criticisms they give are reasonable. It's not like just pure toxic, unreasonable hate." And it's fantastic. So the community is really taking well to this game, and that's great. And it really depresses me to think that this game might only last a whole year, because Call of Duty is a yearly title, and if this ends up being a really good Call of Duty game, it kind of sucks to think that in a year's time it'll be irrelevant. So I hope that whatever they release beyond this kind of follows up, because it's still beta, so this game could still end up not being that great depending on many factors later down the road. Depends on what Activision and what Infinity Ward decide to do with the loot boxes. I know people are concerned about that, but if you want my honest opinion, Infinity Ward, they seem to have their heads in the right place. I just now saw the new campaign trailer get dropped. The campaign looks sick. Captain Price looks amazing. They really seem to have the community's interest in mind on this game, like full force. They seem to really care about what the community thinks, and I really genuinely believe the information they got from beta, they're going to take to heart. And the opinions people have been putting out on Reddit and on social media, I really genuinely believe they're going to listen to that stuff and consider it. Because if I'm not correct, I didn't get to play the PS4 beta. I don't have console, I just have PC, but they started off with no minimap, but people were like really complaining about it, so they brought it back in, but with limited features, and I think they really came to a good compromise, because I do like the minimap. The minimap does give you some great information, like on where your teammates are and building structures and like the limits of the map itself, so it does serve a great purpose. So I really like the compromise they made with the minimap itself. And so yeah, like UAVs in Realism, look at that. For my first bit of HUD up there at the top left is so nice to see. Especially in Realism, like having that UAV is so critical. And I like that in this game, like the UAV is so useful. Even just in regular play, because you don't see enemy fire on the minimap. Just amazing. I really like the direction of this game. They seem to have their head in the right place, and I don't think they're going to screw it up. I really don't. And if they did screw up and they released like loot boxes that people were just outrageous over, I got a feeling they would probably fix it very quickly, if you want me to be honest. I think they'll really try to put their crap together and fix any problems that the community might be having with the game. So, absolutely fun time. This match was kind of bittersweet for me. I took in every moment. I got the game winner, as you see, and this was kind of like my final moment here. I was kind of meleeing, just like, that's it. So now we gotta wait. Now I gotta wait a whole month and a day to be able to play the game again, and I'm content with that. I can't wait. I hope they take the beta's information and improve on just a couple little things that need to be fixed. And come October 25th, man, let the games begin. Because I'm going to be uploading like crazy. I'm going to do a full playthrough of the campaign. Realism was fantastic. I'm going to be playing the crap out of Realism. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.